work, but it will be tough. But good thing they balance it out, because again, Novaria is risky to play up against high momentum, dive, invade type of lineups. But you balance that out by making sure you have really good wave clear. So that's a traditional pairing with Akaja and Novaria together. But TNC, surprise, surprise, it's a mid-lane Lunox for Hatred. And she got a buff recently. She moves a little bit faster now with her Order of Brilliance. So it's a good escape tool and even like a chase tool a little bit if you want to take down heroes who are low. And better translation of her spell vamp and magic penetration trade-off depending on what order she's in, whether if she's in chaos or in order.
That's a balance that actually want to see throughout this match, Renmar. Good thing to break down, because right now we're looking at the Echo lineup right in the TNC. What do you think about this, YouTube, for those who are watching us right now? Comment down below. How is this Lunox debut pick going to work? How is that a rating?
Something was off with the ratings here, I'm assuming, right?
A little bit wonk.
Yeah, so
maybe, I don't know.
We'll see. I'm used to seeing the ratings at least 4 above.
Yeah.
What is this? This time it's 1, but it will depend on how the draft will look. We're having a last glimpse on this. Let's see how this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the last series of the night. You hear the drums, you hear the crowd. Now let's see how will TNC bounce back, or will Echo take the series? Depends how this goes. For those of you, for those of you watching us right now on YouTube, go ahead, comment down with your ID and server ID, whatever you want to discuss, because we're watching and you can actually win 500 diamonds. For those of you watching us on TikTok, be sure to be ready to power tap to take a TikTok goodie bag lottery.
Yeah, you know what the difficult thing about here for TNC is that Echo can literally build a bunch of Radiant armors, and it's not going to be good news for their magic-focused lineup. Yeah. Their main damage dealers deal magic.
Yeah, Nathan and, of course, the Lunox here. But we'll see. I think with TNC's lineup, if you really have to consider this, the Lunox works great in the fact that, okay, at least, you know, you can, you have some burst potential, you have some escape as well, but really, I think still you're putting a lot of the weight, the responsibility on TNC's lineup for Nomad once again. And why wouldn't you? He got the Savage last week. Oh, hold on, heads.
That's not good.
Okay.
Carl TZ's already TPing, man.
First blood with the recalls right away on the tower, the XP lane.
Yeah, I think Echo knows that this should be good going for them right now. And this is how you control what TNC can bring out to the table. Make sure you target one lane down. And Benny Curie actually first item was a magic resist cloak. Needs to build that up against a Nathan. So now let's see if he's going to full build that into another magic defense item, or if he's going to go for the damage items already.
That's the question. The pressure right now is on the EXP lane. It's up against heads. For those of you who are commenting down YouTube, I haven't seen the game in server ID, be sure to be a subscriber to not get forfeit on that. Be sure you're following MPL Philippines on YouTube to get sure that you might get the chance to win those diamonds. But right now, who's going to get this turtle? Echo is on the lead, slowly to the 1.1k. But look at the position of Super Yoshi and Hatred. They got spotted, though, by Sanford.
No contest for the turtle. Look at the brilliance out here, of course, from Hatred. So right now, TNC kind of already, this early on, falling behind. You know, it's these things that kind of compound back and forth. Ryzen going to jump in, has Super Yoshi and Hatred here with him. Sanford and multiple members here. Stu Ryzen in trouble as he falls in the mid lane. Daytona's welcome. Gonna eat him up, and there's the kill for Carl TZ on Super Yoshi.
That was a great follow-up with Carl TZ. Divine Judgment from JP, and the missile expert is completely layering of everything against TNC's takedown from there.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for TNC to team fight early on here. Their mid laner and their gold laner very farm heavy. If they want their Lunox to shine again, she doesn't deal much of control ability. She's more damage. If ever the lack of control on the side of TNC might come back to bite them, their only main control in the center of the map is the Ruby, and what slows and a stun by Baksha if shield unity hits.
That's a combo or even a defense that you want to be up against. But looking at this Super Yoshi now with the death that he had, he's delayed a bit of a time to hit level 4. But still the focus on the XP and Sanford up against 1 XP from heads. Finally getting to level 4 on Super Yoshi. We're actually putting the question with this kind of composition, how will they counter this vision that Sanji could give for Echo? Because from what we see here, it's the pressure again for the EXP lane.
They're going to try to make a play here. Dragon Form going to be used.
Oh no.
Ryzen could be in a little trouble. He's got the ultimate as well. Poison's going to be drawn out. Hatred now here, but Sanji follows him, and
Spotted.
no one will go down for that exchange. Nomad gonna be the one in trouble now, though. JP there to catch him. Perfectly timed, will take him out.
Yeah, that was really smart there by JP. He was actually waiting by the other entropy point of the Nathan. So you saw Nomad, at any point he could have gone back. But if he went back, he'd get suppressed, which he did. JP already used the Divine Judgment there.
Okay, slowly getting those turret plates out. That's the second turtle of the game. Echo with only 3.6k. They're forcing everything out of TNC's early game. Because right now, I think there's a window for this lineup to actually work. But so far, they've been pushing everybody out, especially for Super Yoshi and Hatred onto this mid lane. Most of the times that TNC wants to get a vision out of Echo, they lose control on what they want to do. Because the objectives right now, slowly being contested by Carl TZ. He got it? Yeah, I think he got it.
Yep, he got that. He's got quite a bit of lead as well on Ryzen, so they don't actually want to even commit to the turtle just yet. Retribution still waiting here, 20 seconds to be up, but Head's going to get in position here. Wonder if TNC even wants to just kind of continue to give this up for now. But that's what I said minutes ago. Compounding effect with decisions like this where it will just continue to build and build, and Echo will continue down the express lane.
Yeah, Carl TZ already has a Radiant Armor. I don't see TNC being able to take this turtle away. Yeah, no dice. And Echo, they're showing how you play this kind of lineup. So TNC, we mentioned, they could be high invade, high aggression, snowball maybe even. But Echo balanced that out with a lineup where that shows the other school of thought with the Barretts. Sanford.
Wow. He's going to be fine.
Shaw Essence doing all the work.
Yeah. Are they going to fight this out?
Sanji waiting patiently there.
The duo is here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to call that off. So still, TNC just kind of scrapping, really trying to find themselves on the board here.
Yeah. JP, is he going to pull anyone? Divine Judgment available for him if he wants to. And yeah, right now Echo are just running away with it. As I was going back earlier, Carl TZ on the Barretts. Barretts, sometimes you want to pair him up with a hero that can speed up the Barretts or that can slow down the enemies of the Barretts. JP, perfect position.
JP gonna find him, flickers with a Divine Judgment. Nomad taken out in an instant as Echo finds another kill on the map.
Caught by surprise, and Benny Cutie secures the tower up top. Meanwhile, on mid, trying to throw in the pokes, but that was good positioning by JP, and now TNC once again being forced to take on the resources that they can get. No trace at all.
Oh, Heads
Double.
gets gobbled up, thrown in the wall. Now trying to live the fight. Still breaking down under the turret they go. That should be a kill as Sanford will fall. Echo getting a little overzealous here. TNC will live though, unless they just want to stall it out a little bit longer.
Yeah, their members were brought low, so they won't be able to defend this turret anymore in the mid lane. So even though Sanford fell, that was a good trade. They lost one player, but heroes respond. Towers do not.
But meanwhile, Medicue trying to chase down Ryzen. He's oppressed.
Ryzen's out of here. Another pick off there. JP with the Divine Judgment.
Yeah. The members of TNC are just getting out-rotated in the mid. Sanji, JP, even Carl TZ are handling the minion waves in mid so well that they can just rotate. Echo are just smothering TNC right now. Is the best way to put it. They're smothering out the flames of the Phoenix. TNC can't do anything. It's a farm-heavy mid lane with not a lot of control. How will you? It's gonna take a long time until this Nathan and this Lunox are capable to fight.
Yeah, that's the question. Will TNC have the time? Because if we look again with this composition, the things that needs to be in check right now, especially heading to the mid game, is the map awareness and control that TNC can do against Echo. From Echo's doing on how they want to force things out against TNC's waves and turrets, they could be all over the place from top to mid, and that's becoming a problem on how to maintain control. That's the main thing that they need to answer. But now no mid.
Okay, again, he's quite tanky. Sanford there alongside JP. Echo gonna come down as well. Still forcing Nomad back. He's on the run. Sanford, no! He's too much as he takes the kill, and Hatred, even with the brilliance, will ultimately get taken down. And now it's Ryzen's turn. Echo finds mark after mark after mark.
8 minutes with an 8.6k gold league. A dominating kills and starts for Echo. And that is the third death of this Nathan. It's not looking good for TNC.
Hopeful is the best way that you could put TNC's attempt to take down that Barretts. They don't have the items. Massive gold deficit even before this balloon into a 9k gold lead for Echo. trying to take down the Barras in that scenario was too hopeful.
Pull. Wow, another pull. And there's nothing you can really do against that. With this kind of lead, this kind of power advantage that Echo has, a Divine Judgment, nearly an automatic kill. Basically is.
Yeah, completely a takeaway out of that bunch. TNC, item build, again, it's time. Time needs to be with TNC. The question is, how's the items looking with their time right now?
They need a lot more of it. 2 dominant sizes, no damage item yet on the R-Lot, only an anti-Karas on the Baksha. They just built a Starlium Scythe for this Nathan. Already has the Feather of Heaven though, but already the new Great Dragon Spear onto Benny Cutie, which again with the ultimate activation moves much faster now. So you're gonna see this. It's like how dogs get zoomies. Yeah, that Roger's gonna have zoomies later.
That's a good metaphor. Zoomies.
Yeah, zoomies.
You know, dogs or cats. Actually, I think cats have more zoomies. I don't know.
Their zoomies are scarier because they jump.
That's true.
Yeah, cats are super jumpier.
Yeah,
You're a
especially-
cat dad, you would know.
Yes.
Especially when they see a cucumber.
What the heck?
I've seen some, cat videos being scared of cucumbers. I don't know why.
Random fact of the day from OSX.
I learned something new today. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah.
Thank you. I learned.
For those of you watching us on TikTok, yeah, we're having the real-time win rate of 63%.
I was about to say, comment if you are scared of cucumbers. Conceal.
JP
Oh,
again.
we didn't get it.
Missed.
Okay, he tried to force that one. Not going to happen this time. Turret shield's going to go down. Daytona's welcome into the wall. Able to find the connection there. One down, but it's Carl that will fall. And now the turret
DJ.
as well. Ryzen's taken out. The 1-for-1 for the junglers. And Echo, even with the lead, will have to back off for now. Happy with that base turret.
Yeah, but the lead right now is really strong. 13K for Echo. They lost Carl TZ. They got the Lord with the push. So far, TNC needs around. There's so much wave clears. This is the problem. How is the wave clear of TNC once another wave hits against their base?
At this point, somewhat okay, but can be better. It's still going to be really tough because they're already a Holy Crystal onto Sanji's Novaria. The Nomad Nathan's going to be the best tool you have for wave clearing. Hatred's wave clearing is not the absolute best as a Lunox. Oh, he has a Holy Crystal though, so might be a little bit better.
Okay.
And already a Blood Wings for Nomad, so he'll need one more damage item to be really felt, but a little bit more survivability is not bad. And you can appreciate how Hatred actually rushed the Divine Glaive and the Holy Crystal. It's like he already knew, yeah, there's going to be a deficit. Let's just rush the big magic power items right away.
Oh.
Okay, we're as we trying to think of a way on how TNC could be hopeful in defending such waves and bigger objectives. Time is what's more than needed for Nomad to activate again their late games at Nathan in any way shows potential of a walking winning condition. But the problem with this is most of them right now are being depleted out of resource. Another purple taken out by Echo, and we have 30 seconds for the next objective to show. So this is the question, will they keep on following the crumbs that Echo has been setting up just as this? And they're just receiving most of the pokes, the damage from Sanji.
This is at the point where you're kind of just, if you're TNC and you're in this situation, it really comes down to a Hail Mary play. And they actually have a couple options, right? That's either Super Yoshi, able to get it set up with the I'm Offended, or it's Heads. Now, that's where it's like, oh, hold on, this could be it. Benny Cutie, the one to fall now. Can they respond to it? Sanford and Sanji firing off from the backside. Nomad running for the hills as they're going to get cut off here from the Express. And they run it down, but Hatred will fall, and they keep on going. Heads and Ryzen and Nomad get back to the base, and they stay alive for now, TNC.
Okay, win there. They find the gold laner of Echo, but Benny Cutie will be back in time.
They were the cucumber.
Yeah, they were the cucumber. Benny Cutie was
Is that right?
Yeah. TNC was the...
What's with the cucumber, man? Like,
You're the one who brought it up, bro!
yeah, but it is.
Now we got incorporated in the cast, because if we don't, we seem like bad partners. Here's the cucumber again.
There they go, rolling around. Lord, gonna go for the reset here.
Oh,
TNC looking for their own moment to turn things around. Carl TZ going to be in trouble. Takes quite a bit of damage. JP
Oh,
jumps
wow.
in though. Can't get the kill he's looking for. But Sanford will go into the back line, cutting them off. Head's going to be the next target. Every member on top of him as his head rolls. And now the lore for the taking.
another objective for Echo to be taken against TNC. How? That was a good play that JP did, and
Yeah.
he managed to use the divine judgment against Nomad amidst of everybody.
Yeah, good thing that you pointed that out. Yes, they didn't get the kill onto Nomad after the Divine Judgment, but what that did was it forced Nomad to use the entropy to get on the hell out of there, and then zoned out even more by Sanford, meaning TNC didn't have their main damage dealer within range to sort of shake Echo, or well, scare Echo back away. So even though it didn't lead to a kill, JP getting that Divine Judgment on that Nathan ended up becoming a big deal for Echo.
Yeah, they completely diverted the formation of TNC.
Yeah.
Completely. And now there's a wave pushing from all parts of the lanes, and there's a Lord in mid. The question is, how can TNC defend? Who can they catch? Who can they hold? Are they just delaying the inevitable?
Okay. Well, they deal with the Lord just like that. JP gonna jump in once again. Super Yoshi trying to help him out. A final slash gonna come through.
Wow,
Carl TZ respecting the damage here from Nomad. They back off. Even a couple of shots, but still let go. Couldn't get that base turret in the bottom lane just yet.
Okay, defense in check.
Yeah, that was actually Super Yoshi being able to interrupt the pull of JP. He got the Divine Judgment off onto Heads, but Super Yoshi came in with a big Don't Run Wolf King and then the ultimate I'm Offended as well. And perfectly, Heads was in the right angle to use Final Slash to send Carl TZ and JP back, meaning that Carl TZ took a brunt of damage. TNC, without the Barretts anymore, had a little bit more room to work with. So Echo still need to be careful, especially with diving under the towers.
That's crazy though, right? I mean, consider the fact that they have, for a while now, they've been 10,000+ gold ahead.
Yeah.
You have to respect the fact that TNC has bought themselves minutes, and that's what we said they needed to do minutes ago. So if they can continue to do it, who's to say they can't actually have a game-turning defense here in the base?
Yeah, we're looking at the late game winning condition of TNC. As far as any game goes, even in ranked games, once a Nathan is present, there's a lot of threat that still can be imminent. With this kind of dive-heavy comp that they can do against Echo, things could very get nasty if they lose control, if Echo lose control or make a mistake.
Okay, so Hatred had to build through a Winter Truncheon first.
Wow.
Oh, a pull!
They're going to pull Carl
Really?
TZ here. Is that the right target? Heads waiting impatiently as well. Everybody's quite low here in the jungle, though. They force them back. Nomad's taken care of. And now TNC has to run for the hills, but they can't get away from Sanford. Immortality going to be popped from Super Yoshi, and the kill comes through. It's Heads in Hatred, but they can't stop the Express as the base is worked on, and Echo finally takes game one.
The Orcas have done it again. Echo Express online. What a dominating game one against